never imagined yourself on the Iron Throne.
Ring the bell when you have an answer.
This is hard. It's like so tense.
They're looking to. Oh, there she is.
You yourself are the mysterious white worm, I take it.
I want an end to the savage use of children in Flea Bottom. They are forced to fight and worse.
I look into it. You have my word.
Aegon's not gonna, if he's king, he's not gonna stop that. Don't say stuff like that.
There is no power but what the people allow you to take.
I will remember.
And I'll kill you later.
Listen.
I'm Simon Coffin.
I want my mother. Your grandfather, the Hand, will meet you outside the city walls.
Right.
Oh, now they're gonna fight? Oh, God. No, no.
Oh, wow.
Come on, guys.
Oh, jeez.
Now he's getting away.
Cole's gonna kill him. Uh-oh. Oh, he's gonna get that guy.
Either one of them.
Yeah, move away.
Back up.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my
He
God.
doesn't want it.
Great sound.
No! Oh, crap! He's gonna cut his arm off. No!
No.
Oh, boy.
Don't.
Don't.
Wow.
Okay, let it go. He wants to be
He won't.
found.
The Queen awaits.
He doesn't want it. He knows his father didn't want that.
Yeah. He really wants it. He terrifies me, too.
Yes.
We've relied on one another these many years, and now it is the good of the family that we both desire.
I wanted whatever you impressed upon me to want. And now the debt comes due. A debt you are happy enough to pay.
A sacrifice.
We will send terms to Rhaenyra on Dragonstone. True terms, such that she may accept without shame.
If she lives.
Kristen Cole will be named Lord Commander of the King's Guard.
Oh.
My son will be
Promotion.
anointed tomorrow at dawn. Let the people remember the ancient strength of House Targaryen.
You look so much like your mother in certain lights.
Your Grace.
Oh,
Oh, he's
now.
always there.
Pay up. What does he want?
The hour is late, Lord Larys.
Jeez.
You asked yourself, I wonder how it is that your father, the Hand, found Aegon first. There is a web of spies at work in the Red Keep. Along its threads travels news of all our doings.
Yeah, what's she doing?
Yeah.
She's
There
the
is one
wants the
way
white
to
one.
destroy his advantage. He must be taken out at the head.
Literally.
And I'll take over.
I assume this task falls within your expertise.
Mm-hmm.
If you wish it.
And this time, it's
It
more
will.
clear.
Even though
He
it
keeps
is
staring
the
at her
case,
feet.
just to make sure.
Ew,
Ooh.
ew, he's touching himself. Ew.
Oh.
Ew,
That's
really? And she
weird.
knows he's
Right,
doing that?
Oh, my.
Is this like
Oh,
the favor? That's
is
what she
this
was showing her
has to
skin?
do?
Ew.
I have a fetish on feet. As long as I see your feet.
Oh, gee, this is...
Ew, it's so freaking
Bizarre.
gross.
Ah!
Oh, jeez.
Oh, is that what he had?
It's probably gonna get worse over time.
And he doesn't care.
What's Rhaenys gonna say?
Mm. She hates being trapped like this.
Yeah, and then she's not eating. Like, are they giving her food at least?
Oh, he looks
With
like...
me, Princess. I cannot let this treachery stand.
No.
Oh, good. He's gonna try to sneak her out.
I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Because he knows.
Who watch it?
hung?
Go watch it.
Oh,
Oh,
they
it's
killed
that
that
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
How
These
did
are
they
good
not
people,
see him
too.
leaving? See them leaving.
Where are we?
Just south of Kingsway. The Blackwater's this way.
Come on. Go.
I don't know. I don't trust anything.
I believe him. Because one brother was against, before what Allison's doing, and the other one's against it.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't trust
So
it.
he's against it.
Oh my god, it's burning everything. Can't
We must
stop.
wait
Who
for the
else is
riverfront to
watching?
find
Oh,
a
I hope
ship.
she makes it
If
out.
they know
I
you've
don't
gone.
know.
Come on.
Oh, God. Oh, they're
Why are they
this
running?
way now.
Move forward.
Oh,
To
how they can
to
Oh,
make
she's
them
gonna get
listen
pulled
to
into it. Move
Aegon.
forward. What are they doing?
They have to listen to the new, because
Oh,
they're going to
God.
announce that
Oh,
Aegon's the king now, right?
oh,
Where is she? Is he losing her?
jeez.
Crap.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I was
hope
going
she
to the
makes it out.
announcement.
Let me check. Do you know what has been done to give you this day? In an hour you will be king.
And my father never wanted this.
As much.
He could have, but he never did.
I know. She should really listen to this.
Okay,
He
sure.
didn't like me.
Oh god, Cat's
He's like, are you serious?
Do not toy with me, mother.
I speak the truth. Your grandfather, the Hand, will try to impress on you that Rhaenyra should be put to the sword. You must reject this counsel. You're your father's daughter,
Do you love me?
you imbecile.
Of course she loves you.
Why are they like?
I think they have to listen to the new king who's going to take over.
Just corral them in like sheep.
King's Landing. Today is the saddest of days. He whispered his final wish that his firstborn son, Aegon, should succeed him.
I know you can't do anything else. Ouch.
By the end of it all, he'll have more confidence.
It scares me. Like,
Yeah.
close shave. Don't stop.
A new day for our realm. A
I
new
don't know
king
about this.
to lead us.
Come on, bag out of there, girl.
May the warrior give him
Don't, because they're gonna
courage.
catch you for trying to leave.
May the Father
gonna stop
defend
you.
him in his need. The crown of the conqueror, passed down through generations.
He's like, that should be mine.
I know.
Let the seven bear witness. Aegon Targaryen is the true heir to the Iron Throne.
No, they're not bowing. She's bowing, and he's just doing a little tip.
Hey.
No big clap.
Aegon the King!
You need to clap now. Okay.
Yeah.
That's gonna get to his head.
You finally get the confidence.
Watch.
Oh crap! Crap! Oh crap!
Oh my god.
Oh, is that
Oh, the
Oh, is that
dragon?
Rhaenys? She got a dragon out.
Oh, wow.
It has to be. Oh, she's not getting out of here.
Oh, well, I guess she gave her
wow.
answer. She rang the bell.
I thought you was... Yeah,
Is it?
Holy crap!
that was surprise.
Oh crap!
Surprise.
I hope she gets out.
Oh, and all
These
the
poor people, though.
I know,
Yeah,
and they
all
were
those poor
corralled in
people.
there. They had to be in
Yeah.
there. It is.
He's gonna release his dragon.
It's. Oh, it's.
She even got dressed up and everything.
Yeah, she did. Look at
She's awesome. I love her. Get out of
she's showing
here.
them heck.
Oh, they're closing in.
Don't hurt her.
What is she gonna do?
Oh,
Oh boy.
boy, oh boy.
No way.
Hopefully
Is
she
she
just
gonna
flies
do Karis?
Yeah, this is gonna happen.
Oh,
There's my answer.
she's not gonna do it. Go, go, go. Go.
Okay. War is starting.
Oh,
That's
boy,
it.
Yeah.
Good, she's getting out of there. Good.
That's her answer. That was her
she's-
bell.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Oh,
cool.
great. Yes.
Please get out of there. Eamon's gonna grab
Wow.
Vagar or something.
Oh, what a surprise. Wow.
Wow, she was brave. She had
I
no.
thought-
Holy crap! Wow, that was insane.
I thought I heard the dragon before, but then I forgot about it. I said, "Whoa, that's a surprise."
I didn't think she'd even get that far. I didn't think a freaking
I
dragon
didn't
was
think
going to
so
come
either.
through the floor like that. Holy
Wow.
crap. I mean,
God.
she killed a lot of innocent people.
Yeah.
The poor people that were crowded into there. They had no choice. They're getting pushed and shoved. It doesn't matter
Yeah,
what's
they
wrong with
had
you.
to
If you have an
listen to
injury or
this.
something.
They had
You're
to
forced to be
Lord.
there.
Yeah, they had to listen to what they
like
had
the
to
sheep.
say.
That's right.
And then,
And
so she has to get her dragon out. And she kept saying that, but I really didn't think we were going to see her dragon in this. And holy crap, that was an awesome
something
display
else.
of
It
like...
Oh,
was,
it sure
and for
was.
Eric to
Wow.
get her out, sneak her out in the beginning, and
Yes.
just sneak her out like that, and for her just to follow, she had to follow. She broke away from him.
Yeah, she had no
Where
choice.
is he?
Yeah, they were forced
Yeah,
apart.
and for her to continue on and get her dragon like this,
Oh,
I
it
mean,
worked out.
that
That was
is
great.
okay. This is where I stand. I
Yeah.
do not stand with you, and she knew she
Good
had
for
to
her.
do something.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God he got her out though to
Oh,
start with.
definitely.
Yeah, that was incredible. I mean,
Wow.
I was on edge this whole episode because, like, bad things have happened already, but I'm like, now even worse crap's gonna happen because now that the king's dead, the transition of power, and it's not going the way that the king originally wanted, but Alicent has... she's trying to do the right thing from what her husband said, and he was missing. Like, he said it wrong. He said it to the wrong person, and it just sucks. So I really like Alicent's character a lot, and the fact that she went in front of her son. Like, she's still that protective mother, but she is also, I think, a good leader to a certain extent. And here, like, she just closes her eyes because she knows that there's nothing else she can do, but she's still standing in front of her son to protect him because that's the best that she can do. And instead of like pleading and begging for her life and saying like, no, please, like she just knew. Yeah. And I'm really happy that Rhaenys didn't Dracarys her. But
that's right. And for her to go ahead with what she thought the king wanted, she didn't have to tell anyone. She could have left it as be, let it be and let Rhaenyra take over. She didn't have to tell anyone, honestly, if that was in her heart. She knew her son wasn't prepared to be king. I mean, she really did. I mean, she said, she really thought he wasn't prepared. He wasn't a fit, heir to come along. So she honestly didn't have to tell anyone. She was the only one who heard it. But for her to go ahead and think this is the truth of what he really wanted and to tell her father and yada yada, I mean, she didn't have to do any of that. And that is truly being so loyal to her husband in her eyes, thinking this is what he wanted.
Yeah.
I mean,
but Aegon tried to tell her that isn't what he wanted.
I know, and that's what's horrible
he
too.
knew truthfully.
Right.
He
all
knew.
the way to the end there, he kept fighting it until people were cheering for him. And now, I mean, like, I already knew it was going to be bad, but now I'm like, oh, now this is going to get to his head and he's going to be a really bad king. And I'm not thinking just a bad ruler. I'm thinking he's going to be a tyrant, and I don't think he cares about anybody. I mean, he only cares about himself all the time. He disappears and does what he wants, and he's freaking having kids outside the kingdom and putting them in the pits or something, like that white-haired boy. And they have these innocent children that they defile. They make them into these like vicious creatures of destruction and just kill each other. Like, that's so terrible. I can't even fathom that. And the fact that he can do something like that alone. I mean, he cheats on his wife. He does whatever he wants to do, but to do that is like so extreme. Like, what else does he do? And now he's freaking king.
Yes, and for the White Worm, she wants it to stop, and she wants Otto to promise her that it will stop. If I give you Aegon, will you make it stop?
Do you believe it?
I think she feels that it's really a horrible thing. And
I
do feel that, but I think she's kind of like a Laris, and sorts of she wants something else too. And she doesn't want to see Daemon be the king of consort either, because if Rhaenyra did become queen, he'd be king consort. So he would be, and then that in her eyes, oh, I could have been queen at some point.
Yeah, but
So
do you
she
think
doesn't want her, him to be,
Yeah, I believe her intentions are true where she doesn't want that, and I don't blame her at all. Like, that's horrific. They do that with children.
Yes.
But with Otto saying, we'll look into that, or yes, I'll think about it, or whatever he said there, do you believe that?
I don't think so.
I don't
One bit.
believe
No,
Otto
definitely not.
would.
I don't believe so either, because he's all about playing the game, and he does have good intentions somewhat with the kingdom, but not, he doesn't care, like, about the suffering and stuff. He just sees the bigger picture, and it is like a Game of Thrones, because he wants the power too.
He wants the power, yes. And he thinks he's going to, take over, give him Aegon some insight on what he wants, kill Rhaenyra and, kill the whole family. And the queen doesn't want that. She wants, to have him promise that it won't happen like that. Because it is his sister.
I am happy Rhaenys actually said to Alicent about you still follow the same rules as men being in charge. And Alicent, no one's perfect, but I think she is a really good leader. And here she's trying to go by what her husband said as his dying wish, even though it was not heard right. Like she was trying to do the right thing there. And here she's even like challenging her dad, saying, I always did what you wanted me to do. It's not something I wanted to do. Like she's thinking for herself. But when Rhaenys was saying, like, why can't you be on the Iron Throne? I think that's a really good point. I don't think she is the best choice, but I think she's better than her freaking son Aegon, and
she is.
Or Otto, if he tried to, take over like he did before.
And for Rhaenys to say, you never even thought of being queen, did you? You never even thought of it. And I think Alicent really didn't think of it.
No.
Ever.
She would never.
I don't think she ever thought of it.
Yeah, because she's so full on about the plan. She's very loyal with what how she was brought up by her father. Very loyal to the end to her husband, and I know she loved her husband. She wasn't in love with him, but I know that she really truly loved him. And heck, she you're with someone for that long. I mean, you're intimate with that person for how long you bore his children, and he's still been your family for many years. So of course, if you're going to have some bond and some love there. But she just did her duty, and I'm glad to see her upset at the end. But you can see how caring she was all the way through his sickness, and even
taking care of him.
Yeah, and at the dinner table when he took his mask off, like she wasn't like, sick, really. Like everyone was like, oh my god, like it was scary, and the poor guy like could have his face is like riding out, but she really cared and felt so bad for him, and you could see that on her face that she really cared and crying now. Once he died, I really do like her character, and it's just hard because of a lot of all the conflicts that are going on with the families. And her best friend, Rhaenyra, they were really close before she even got married to him, and she's been really trying to make the right call, and here she's trying to follow her husband's dying wish, but she doesn't want to see Rhaenyra die, and she just flat out tells the council that, like, this is what you're going to do, and I don't want that to happen. That's not what my husband would want for his own daughter.
Exactly.
That's right.
And even Aegon saying about his dad, like, he never liked me. He never wanted me to be king in these past 20 years. Like, why now would he want this?
Yeah.
And here, like, she's just so stuck in his final words that I'm like, really take in what other people are saying right now to you, too, because he was in pain, and I'm sure she sees him every night, Viserys, before he died, that maybe he would say things that were a little off, and you have to think, like, maybe he wasn't in his right mind, or there was a disconnect somewhere.
And I also think when he said to her about the ice and fire, I think the Song of Ice and Fire, I think if that comes back into play, because he said something about the story of the ice and fire or whatever, if she talks to Rhaenyra or someone, and she might say, oh my God, he said that, and do you know what that's about? And then if she doesn't know, she might say, oh my God, it wasn't about my Aegon. It was about what the dream was about, Aegon, but not her Aegon. And that might say, holy crap, I just started this freaking war over nothing.
I hope she finds out before it's too late, but know it's going to be too late because of the Dance of the Dragons. But I know, like, it's just very tragic, honestly. And I hope she does find out in some way, because even Alicent, when Viserys first started talking, he said something like, now you remember, or he started like talking like, oh, we're picking up the conversation again. And she was confused and like, wait, what are you talking about? And she didn't understand, which would make sense. So she's ignoring all of that and doesn't realize, because maybe she's also just dismissing that, being like, oh, well, he's suffering and stuff, so some stuff's not going to make sense. But then I would think as a whole, like, maybe none of this makes sense, you know? So with Aegon, just her talking to her son and him saying after all these years he never liked me, which is sad, but you know, for 20 years, and here, like, now he's saying he wants me to be king. I was hoping
She
that
should listen to him.
that maybe she'll like really think about that and be like, well, maybe I did not, like, maybe I heard that right, but maybe he did say it wrong or something.
Right. Yeah.
But it's not going to happen that way. You can't have it that way. It has to be terrible.
Absolutely.
Everyone's going to die.
And Lord Larys, he's really creepy.
Oh my God.
That foot fetish thing.
You know, that's what was
really
weird,
strange.
because I thought
like,
it was...
why is she being so
Yeah, I was
casual with
wondering
him?
about that.
Like,
Kept taking-
you know,
Well, that's...
you're not supposed to, right?
That's big, you know, because you're not supposed... That's very sexual, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to be very reserved, and, like, she's dressed...
Fully clothed.
Yeah, fully clothed. And, I mean, she has, like, a lot of cleavage here, but other than that, like, everything's really covered.
Yeah.
And she's putting her feet up, like, taking her shoes off. That was a big red flag.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is she taking her shoes off? So then I thought maybe with having... like the castle change, and you have so much like of the Seven there now with their religious thing, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's a way to, you take your shoes off and you put your feet up as a way of like avoiding sin or something, because now you're doing something bad with Larys, where he's giving you inside information that is kind of corrupt or whatever, or they're going to talk about something that's really corrupt. So her putting her feet up is kind of like putting herself in a neutral zone where she's not grounded to God. I don't know. But I was thinking it was something to do with the Seven. And then when she took off her stockings, I was like, all right, this is getting weirder.
I thought she was going to wash her feet or something.
I didn't know what
but I didn't realize that,
Because he kept staring at her feet, and I'm like, all right, this is getting a little weird. So
and then when she looked away, and then when he...
Oh, boy.
That's his payment or something. That's so sick. And who knows, I mean, what else they do, and if it will go beyond that eventually. Like, oh, sick.
Oh, that's sick.
But he did give her great information. I would definitely find out and make sure that it's true information, it's factual, but she has little birds everywhere.
Yeah.
And for...
Play an ugly game.
Yeah, her lady in waiting just being the biggest one. You know,
yeah, Tala, I think. Like
Tala,
she's,
and
she's not going to make it.
No,
Oh, boy,
she's not.
I don't think so.
And I think all the staff, they just put them away so they wouldn't get out and let the word out about the king dying.
Yeah.
And everything. I think that's
Isn't
all
that
they
crazy?
did.
Like, that's how they treat people. I mean, that's the only thing they can do is treat them like animals.
And now it's like, okay,
cage them for
nowadays.
a while.
Okay, everyone, give me your cell phones. You can't tell anyone.
That's right.
Jeez, I
Oh,
know.
boy.
Yeah, it's just very
scary.
brutal.
Yeah, and no one can know anything, and it has to be, you know, the right word of mouth, and that's why they just crowd everybody into that one location. And, you know, King
Now,
died, but here's the
going
king.
to Rhaenys, like, I love seeing her dragon, Meleys, and how she didn't burn Alicent and Aegon, and she was just saying,
I don't
this is
stand
wrong,
with you.
and I don't stand with you.
Good for her.
And I'm happy she got out of there, because anytime we had a close up after we saw Faemon get sliced, I was like, oh God, we're gonna see that again. And I'm sure we're gonna see a lot of brutality, even worse, very soon. But
I think
Oh,
so.
yeah, because, you know, this is her family now it's going up against, you know, her grandchildren.
Yeah.
You know, and she's got to fight what's right for what's right, and this is not right.
That's right.
And she rang the bell for her. She goes, "Tell me when you get your answer, ring the bell."
Yeah, I'll bring my dragon
rang
into
her
that
bell.
later, a lot later on. So, how do you guys feel about Kristen Cole?
Oh,
I don't care for him. He's just very spiteful.
He's extremely loyal.
Yes, he is.
And now he got a promotion. Now he's Kingsguard.
There was something weird there too with Alicent and him. I mean, they've been kind of like teaming up and being hateful together, but now there seems to be like something more, especially since at the end there, now that her husband's gone and she's like really up close to him. And I forget what word she said to him, but it was kind of like,
Yes.
oh, what's going on?
Yeah, it was a little
Right.
intimate, a little tiny intimate.
Yeah.
Not that it started already, but it seems like
Yeah, I think
it's-
she was too loyal, but I think that
she was
now
extremely
she's frugal
loyal.
in a way.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
I
She
think so.
doesn't want to go against anything that, she didn't want to have an affair or anything against her husband, but now things might kick in.
No.
Or maybe
For sure.
she's just using it for power because she's desperate to keep people with her. And I can't stand Kristen. I can't.
I
Like,
can't,
he's
no,
too
no.
hateful to the
Yep.
point where, he's blinded by everything else that he could just, like, kill an old man, smash his head against the
that was
freaking
so
table.
I
Poor
know,
to
because he
prove
went
something.
against it. He was very loyal to the king, and he knew the king did not want that.
That's
Yeah.
right.
He said if he wanted that, he would have announced it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
He would have had no problem announcing it.
And we
know?
have all these good people who are getting
Right.
killed, hanged, and just dying in bad ways.
Yeah, wow.
That are good people, and when they took the knee initially, they meant it.
Mhm.
And now here they're being terrorized and threatened
That's
to take
right.
the
You have
knee.
to- yeah.
Right.
And that
Right.
one guy who tried to run away to warn people, he gets hanged.
That's right.
So
Yes.
you have so much corruption now. It's just all awful.
Yeah, it's almost like
Terrible.
a coup.
Yeah, I'm
Boy,
glad
I
Rainey's
tell
got
you.
out there. Now she could tell Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All
Oh,
bad.
boy, that's
So I believe there's one episode left.
Dragons versus dragons. That's what
I
it's going
think
to
so.
be.
Right,
My
and
gosh.
I heard that there's going to be 4 seasons. I don't know if that's 100% true or not, but that's the rumor right now.
Oh, wow.
So if that's the case, I'm hoping there's going to be 10 episodes and things aren't rushed. I mean, I'm thinking Game of Thrones, but
Yeah.
the story is very different in this. So I'm assuming that there's still a whole lot more to tell, and I'm hoping so because I really do enjoy a lot of the characters.
good.
So Dance of the Dragons, I'm assuming that's the end-all, story. So I'm thinking that won't be until the 4th season if we're going to have 4 seasons. So what are we going to see next time? I'm sure it's going to be brutal. I'm assuming it's going to be the finale, so we're going to have some major things
I think
take
so.
place.
I think
and-
there's going to be a lot of Dracarys.
yeah,
That's what I think.
we're going to have a Ned
Right.
Stark or something like
Yeah.
that, like some kind of main character or many.
And I
gonna get
don't think
killed.
it's going to be good for Aegon. I think Aemond is going to sneak
It's all
in
bad.
and do
I agree.
something against his
Definitely.
brother. He's very bitter. He's practiced for this. He's done everything he was supposed to prepare for being a king, and he knows his brother hasn't done anything. So I think there's something there too. I think
Yeah.
Definitely.
he doesn't have cousins to worry about. I think he has a brother to worry about.
Yeah.
Sure
When they were
does.
fighting, I thought Aemon was going to make it look like an accident or something.
I thought
Yeah,
so.
I thought he was
Kill
going
him
to
there.
try to
Definitely.
convince
Yeah.
Cole into saying,
I think
hey,
so,
if you
yeah.
find my brother, I wouldn't, I've
hinting, just get rid of him.
practiced for this so much. Yeah, let's get rid of him. Who knows? He could have just died overnight.
Yeah.
Something else would have happened to him, and I
And-
could be king.
I know Aegon is not going to make a good king, but Aemon too. Like, he scares me. Like, I think he's a interesting. I don't want to say awesome because I don't know much about him, but the actor, I think he's awesome
Yes.
at that role.
Yes.
And I think he's a very intriguing character, but he terrifies me.
He does. He's like Damon times 10.
That's what I always said.
Like,
Yeah,
more.
yeah, that's how I see it too.
Yeah.
So I don't think he would make a good king too. I think he's definitely more fit to be one, like
Yeah.
literally, and like he's physically fit. Like he He works out by sword training and fighting, but like that's a major thing. He's
disciplined. He knows
disciplined,
the
more put
histories.
together. Yes, more
More
intelligent,
respected. Yeah.
more respected, and people are, I think, all terrified of him because he just has that presence of
Yeah, and the sister is like completely out there and in left field. She doesn't want to be bothered. She just does what she's supposed to.
Yes,
right,
and
yeah,
she, as we've seen before, she says things that like she prophesizes and she
Yes.
knows that's going to happen, and she blurted out earlier. Do you remember what she said?
Something about under the floors.
Yeah, she goes, "There's a beast under the floorboards" or something,
Yeah.
and that's what happened later
That's
with
right.
Rhaenys.
It was the dragon.
Yeah, so I think Alicent kind of knows when she says I don't know if she really takes truth or takes it seriously, though, when she says those things, but we've been seeing it. And before, a few episodes ago with Aemon, when he lost his eye, like the episode before that, she was playing with that centipede or something, and she goes, when Alicent was talking to Aemon, about getting his own dragon one day, she goes, but he'll have to close an eye, or she says something like that to the centipede. So, anyways, yeah. So she has the foresight, and people should really listen to her.
Yeah.
At least we will.
So, yeah.
Yes, as she's cross-stitching a beautiful spider.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah. So even though she's like different and even
She's
talking to her
special
mom,
in her own-
she doesn't look at her really. She's like looks away.
Yeah.
But she's. I want to know more about her.
Yeah, she has good advice. Listen to her words.
Yeah, very interesting for sure. Woo, good show. I was very uneasy all the way through. I just expected a lot of people to die. But yeah, very good. Can't wait to see the next episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon, as always. Bye, guys. Bye.